Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the podcast. Big E's here with me this week. Um, we were going to talk about a couple different things this week, and I was going to start with Resident Evil Requiem, but apparently my co-host over here has not started the campaign or even started playing it yet because
Mm-mm.
it's the biggest hype right now, and I swear it's all over my social media algorithm.
It's the
And
only reason that I take that back. It is one of the main reasons that I went out a week ago and bought a Switch 2 so that I could get Resident Evil, and I've been playing baseball.
But for those who have, like, if you haven't played the game, I will not spoil it. Like, the story is incredible. Um, it is the highest streamed Resident Evil and bought in years. Um, I think people now have streamed and played it over 120 years. Like, that's how long everybody's been doing it so far. So, if you have not grabbed Resident Evil Requiem, well, I'm telling you now, if you want an intense game with great graphics, wonderful story, and how it all ties into everything from the past, it is, in my opinion, like a 10 out of 10 game. So, I mean, I've already beat it. The only thing I'd say it's probably 9.5 because like the campaign of it is short, relatively like 9 hours in total if you just get in and get your hands dirty in it. But Um, there are people, Eric, I don't know if you've seen it on yours, that have sped ran through this bad boy in fucking like an hour and 50 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I'm like, who has that time? Like, I remember like with video games, it's like, when we were kids and teenagers, young adults, whatever. Yeah, I had time. But as like a 40-some-year-old man, no. Like I don't. Like I'm sure I can't like vouch for you, but like, dude, between work, kids, girlfriends, wives, shit like that, just normal everyday shit. Plus, there's plenty of other things out there. You know what I mean?
yeah. That's part of like what's been like holding me up. Like, yeah, I got it. I got my Switch set up. I got everything ready to go for that. Got everything, all my shit transferred. And yeah, I got distracted because baseball was the last thing I was playing on my regular Switch. So when it transferred over, that was like the first thing that popped up.
Yeah.
And I did start playing it where I left off just because, again, I was just trying to get a feel for the new Switch and checking out the graphics and everything. So I just haven't had a chance. Like you said, it's just been, you know, Donna was in the hospital and Jane came home for spring break, and then she had dental surgery. Um, so like it's just been crazy at our house, and then on top of like playing, like I played baseball a little bit. Like it's not like I've been playing it forever, like sitting down playing crazy, but like not just that, but like I've been doing nothing but watching baseball because of the World Baseball Classic. So it's like, yeah, I've been like sidetracked from actually every time I think I'm like, I'm gonna put that in and get started. No, no.
Something happens in life. It's like, nope,
Yeah.
no, no, it's not. I'm My next project is going to be Total Chaos because Tim, our buddy at Darkside, a couple other of his buddies and that I've been following on Instagram have been recommending it because it seems like I'm starting to fall into a category with these three other gentlemen where I'm like, yeah, all right, I think I'm like a horror nerd at the same time. And that's nothing against being a horror nerd. I am fucking one. But like, though, that's like a first person suspenseful horror shooter. And I'm like, that's
Yeah.
up my alley. Like, if I just went from Crystal to Requiem to this, I'm like, I mean, I have
Why
bangers in that because like Crystal was like I'd say it's like an 8, 9. Obviously Requiem is like a 9, 9.5, and Total Chaos seems to be like a solid 8, 8.5. So I'm like, damn, if there was a time for me to pick video games for the meantime, because I'm still over here waiting for Grand Theft Auto 6, and Xander could be an old man by the time that happens. I don't know. But
Yeah,
I mean, there's a lot. There's like a Tomb Raider coming out. The Wolverine game. It looks phenomenal. Have you seen that?
I seen a little bit of it. I guess it was like their like a teaser
Yeah,
thing, but
yeah.
I don't know. I
It
if
looks
there was
pretty
anything else.
decent, dude. And then of
Yeah,
course the one I'm really waiting for is John Wick because I have to see how this is done because the trailer
yeah,
for that looks really good.
yeah. That'd be one that I definitely want to get into.
Yeah. So you are one of the people I would expect to like give me an honest review on the Switch too. Is there anything different?
I don't think there's like anything. Again, like I haven't dove into it too crazy, but I mean, obviously the bigger screen and the graphics are updated. You know, better like 4K ish graphics or whatever it is. Um, Again, it is nicer having the bigger screen. Um, what else? I don't know. Like it just other than that, I mean, it it's a Switch. I mean, like I think there's some updated features like that the Switch One doesn't have. Like there's like online chats. So like uh I guess if me and you were playing Resident Evil, like if you had it for the Switch and I had it for the Switch, we can. I think the way I've looked at this, like I haven't done it yet, but I think no matter what game you're playing, you can start an online chat. It doesn't have to be that the game itself has an online chat,
Okay.
like the Switch itself. So anybody that you're a friend, like it's like me and you are friends on our Nintendo accounts or whatever. So like if you're online playing and I'm online playing something, we can chat without the
Oh, okay.
game.
So it's like a party chat because like the
It's like its
PlayStation.
own feature on the Switch. It's not like
Yeah.
because like on the Switch One, it or like even like on like PlayStation, like if you're playing Call of Duty, obviously everybody's chatting and doing their thing. You know what I mean? So like on the way, and somebody might be able to correct me if I'm wrong, but like the way that I read this was like saw it was like you can just chat with anybody no matter what you're playing.
Because I know on the five you can get a party together
Hmm.
and then disperse or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
hypothetically, it's like I'm playing Requiem, say Mike Levy's playing Crystal, John Levy's playing Call of Duty, Eric's playing Requiem. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or it'd be like that, and we're just
Yeah,
shooting the
and
shit.
that's the thing. Like, I don't know if you all have to be playing the same game to use the chat feature, or if it is that you can do it sporadically like that. It's just that I know it's because you know how like across the bottom, like under your games, there was like, like the online shop and all the little feature
Yeah, yeah,
icons.
yeah.
So there's that. There's a chat icon now. There's like two or three new things. Chat, and there was like two other features. But again, like I really haven't
You
dove in.
haven't dove into it yet, checked it all in and out.
Yeah, because I mean, like I said,
You just
even
went
like
right back into baseball.
playing the baseball, like no, I mean, I played some online games. I played a little bit because that's where I was curious to see like if even if like the online old school games, if the graphics were better. You know what I mean? I mean, the whole point of them is, it's like you're playing the old 8 bits, but but yeah, so that
You have access to GameCube games now, don't you?
yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. Like that was one of the cool things was is with the Switch 2, um, if you have the online membership for and you transfer to the Switch 2, it automatically pops up. Like it was one of the first things. Like once my other online things downloaded, like the 64, Super Nintendo, like all those downloaded, it was like, oh, you now have access to the GameCube. Do you want to add it? And I was like, yes, please. But there
Fucking hell
was
yeah.
only like 8 games on it. There's not a ton of games right now.
Ew.
Yeah. One of the other things, and I don't know if they have it for the regular Switch, but another option that you can download for online play, but you have to have the accessory, which I did not know they made for the Switch, is you can get the Nintendo, like the VR thing. Remember they had the red. It was
The
like,
Virtual Boy.
yes, yeah, Virtual Boy. You
Yeah,
can
you
they
owned
have
it,
that.
bro.
I know. I had the original, but like I didn't know that they made it as an accessory for the Switch.
I didn't know that either. That's dope.
I think if I'm correct, like if I think I was talking to John about it. I think that's who it might have been, and he told me that it's like $100, I think, or more for, like, he said it's outrageous. He was like, it's not,
It's not worth
but it
it.
isn't, but it's an online option. Like I was like, that's sweet though too. Like, that's
I
like
mean,
our
it's
first.
nice.
That was like our first version of VR,
Yeah, yeah.
and like, and I could like watch like little clips of some of the, like a little trailer, I guess, of it. And dude, it was the black. Like the system was still the same, the black and the red. And they had somebody stick their face in, and then they showed you what they were looking at. And it was the same black, like spacey background with the red. Everything was red inside. Like I
Dude,
was
no
like,
way.
that's pretty nostalgic. Like that's pretty trippy. But so
Dude, we used to
I
run to
think
your
that might
house
be
just to play that thing.
what's that?
We used to run to your house just to play that thing.
I know, and that's what it was crazy because I remember like it was on like a tripod, and you used to have to. We used to have to set it up on like a dining room table.
Yeah,
Like it wasn't like nowadays where it's strapped to your forehead.
yeah, yeah. You had to
So
like put your head into the cradle. It was so weird.
yeah, I
Yeah,
had
you
all the.
kids don't know what you have. All right,
I had Virtual
we
Boy
crawled
and
so
I had.
you could walk. That's it. We crawled so you could walk. You don't know. You don't know.
That's what. That's why I kind of feel like now, like because Sega's on there. Well, I mean it's on the regular Switch, but like since Nintendo bought it and they have the old Sega games,
Yeah.
I'm like this is kind of like what I felt like with Sega Channel. Like,
Dude, I swear to Christ, when I first got it,
mm,
when I first got my Switch and they were doing all that online capability with like all the games and stuff like that, that's instantly where my head went. Was like, man, I remember going over to Eric's house and he had the Sega channel. But then it was like you could only play Mortal Kombat with these people this month and then these people the next month.
yeah,
Yeah, it was like yeah, it was like cool, but then kind of pissed you off because you were
yeah.
like,
Well,
no, I
they got you is because you know it was it was just like an extra subscription on your parents' cable bill, and
yeah,
it was, yeah, you only paid for it as you used it, but or as you wanted it, like a monthly subscription. But that was the thing, like you'd play it for a month, and then you're like, well, now I want to play again. Mom, Dad, keep it going. I want to play next month because there's more characters. Like they
yeah.
knew what they were doing. Like they weren't dumb. Like that was
They
such
were
a
ahead of their time, bro.
hooked on that shit.
Yeah,
Now
that was great.
and how
Now it's
much
literally
$10
like right on there.
subscription. Yeah,
Yeah, right. Now, what is it like? Sometimes, like for the Switch, well, at least the one, it was $50 a year. That's incredible. I love that one.
yeah, that's
And
the
then
one I
like,
have. It's just because I originally had the family plan one, but Donna and Jane didn't really play as much, so I downgraded to the $50 one, the individual one. But there's
yeah,
like it was the individual, but you get like the special. It was like the individual plus or some shit.
yeah, and that's when you get like the 64 games that came with it.
Yeah, and the main reason was because Goldeneye was on there.
Yeah, but have you tried?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, bro, I can't.
It was weird, especially playing by yourself. Like it was weird just playing it by myself.
Yeah. Plus, I'm used to like I guess now, like that part, I wouldn't say that part of the kid in me has died, but it's like I've started going towards dual analogs. So as I'm playing, I'm like, nope, I'm fucking up. Nope, I'm dying. So now
Yeah,
when I try to play it, I can't. But I just found out like you can get like you can pair up a Nintendo 64 controller with it. And I'm
yeah,
like, dude, I'll fucking throw down with people.
yeah.
If
That was
everybody wants to get fucking 64 controllers and you want to run it back, old school, because old school would be Halo for you guys. If
You
you want to
can
go
get they
back a little bit
sell the
further,
golden eye. They sell the golden controller for it.
yeah, the old school one, yeah.
Yeah, because
Mi-
I I went on there. I went on the Nintendo shop once again. I got everything downloaded and situated. I went on the Nintendo shop because there was something that I had to transfer over. I can't remember what it was, but anyways, that was one of the things. Like the accessory section, and that's where again like I saw like the Virtual Boy stuff and everything.
Yeah,
But it was like, yeah, they have all those because you can get Sega controllers. I guess they just Bluetooth. I guess.
yeah. So you can do because we were at the exchange. So if you're not from here, the exchange is like like a local vintage like I would guess call it like more like an old like record shop, CD place, and stuff like
Yeah,
that. Media. And like we went in there and I was over at the Switch section going like, "Oh shit. They have like NES controllers that are wireless." And I was like, "Okay." And then I saw the rest of them and I was like, "Dude, this is bad news." Like
yeah,
because all I kept looking at was that 64 one going. I felt like I think there's a video or a reel out when it's like when your kids are whooping your ass in Call of Duty, and then there's his dad, and he has Goldeneye on his big ass TV, and he's holding that 64 controller. He's like, "Oh, I'm about to dig in your ass," and I was like, "Yo," he was like, you don't fucking know," and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, that it would be me if I had a Bluetooth fucking 64 controller. Like I'd be like, "I'm
yeah,
gonna dig in your ass," but that would be a
yeah.
lot of fun to just throw it back.
Yeah, like I said, I messed with the online. Um, I was playing like Mario Kart, like old, like the what was it?
The Super Nintendo one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was playing that one for a little bit. Again, I was just trying to see how what the quality was like. Again, just playing old stuff, but with the better
Better
screen.
system inside.
It's good. Like I think, and this is what I told Donna too. Like I think the other reason that I felt like it was time to upgrade wasn't just because Resident Evil came out, but because of it, it made me realize like my system's outdated. Like if I want anything new, I'm not. They're not going to make it for Switch One.
No.
So it's like, I don't buy new games often, but there are certain things that yes, I do would like, like that, like the Resident Evil and baseball last year, um, you know, so it's like, so I'm like, it's time because I don't have a PlayStation anymore, so it's like I don't. So this was just like it just made sense to
It was
like,
time for the update.
yeah, it was time for the update, so we did it.
But
Pulled the
I think one
trigger.
of the last things that I want, because so I'm with you. Like I would love to update our Switch from a one to a two.
Hmm.
And I've made it the decision that it's not my decision
Yeah.
because my decision is in my five. So if a
Hmm.
six came, that would be my decision. The
Yeah.
Switch is Xander's.
Hmm.
So around Christmas time, when I had the funds and I seen them come in a couple times at my local Walmart, I was like, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. But I wanted to ask him first. So
Yeah.
I said, "How do you feel about me getting a Switch too?" No thanks. I was like, what? Like
Mm.
I was blown away because like I would think that he would want it for the Mario Kart world because he likes it. But
Yeah.
he is
That
not budging, dude.
that was one of the things like I had to make that decision because I did have the option to get just a Switch or spend the extra and get the Mario World Edition Switch. But I stopped and thought about it and I'm like, yeah, getting the Mario World Kart, like that'd be cool. Like I'll play it. I like playing the Mario Karts.
Same.
But I was like, I want Resident Evil. So that
That's my
extra that
fucking
I
man right there. That's my guy.
like, so it was $50 extra for the Mario Kart edition.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's 50 I can put towards Resident Evil.
this
So I
fucking
was
guy
like,
here.
and again, like I told you, like I just went on and played the old school one. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's Mario Kart's Mario Kart. again, it would have been cool to see the better graphics, and I know there's all the boards and all that weird stuff. But I was like, eventually down the line, I might get it. But like for
Sure.
now, I want Resident Evil, and it, like you were telling people, like get it if you. Good luck. Like
If
it
you
is
can
so hard
get it,
to
yeah, because like you and I have friends that are strictly there's digital
find.
people, there are people that want hard copies. Like,
Yeah.
good luck getting a hard copy because that was tough. I knew that instantaneously. That's why I bought it off the digital.
Oh, did you get digital?
Mm-hmm. I bought
Yeah,
it probably about two. I don't know. Brandy watches so she can correct me. I think I bought it like a week or almost a week and a half before it dropped.
yeah. I, if I found a hard copy, great. If not, I probably would have went digital.
Yeah.
Because that there was something else that came out that I had to buy the digital for. Oh, when that the Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge came out,
Yeah. That's cool.
I had a hard time finding a hard copy of that, so I had to buy it digital. Um, so I have a few other things digital on my Switch, but most, again, if I can find a hard copy, great. But I'm not going to be mad if I can't. But
Yeah.
this they had it at, I don't know how many copies they had left. There wasn't a lot, but the Walmart I was at had. I was one of the first. I was like, all right, they got Switches. I turned around to the games behind me in the case, and I was like, scanning. Yep, right there in the corner. Okay. Yep, there we go. Like,
Right?
decision made. Because the lady was like, she came over, got the Switch out of the case, and then she was like, "Did we get any games?" I was like, "Yes, we are." Right there, lady. Wait, hurry up, hurry up. I want one of those. And she was like, "Okay." So
She didn't know how fast they were going. That's what it was.
no. So, but I know, like, yeah, the PlayStation copies were like the hardest to find ever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
Like, but the only thing that's still captivating me towards the Switch One, and I'm sure it's on the Switch too, is our buddy Manson. Shout out to Manson. He and I are Metroid fans,
oh yeah, yeah,
and he was like, "Yo, Metroid Prime 4 is on the Switch," and I was like, "Shut the fuck up." I
yeah,
was like, "Yeah." That's when I might go back to my Switch because I was like, dude, I really might. Then he also told me there's like a 2D or 2D side scrolling one, like the old nostalgic one
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that they remade, and I was like, shut up. Like, dude, like the five's getting the attention right now. Don't deter me. Like,
Yeah, that's why again, that's why I just, because like I said, like my Switch, I have games, but a lot of times I'm playing on the online, like the old school stuff again. Like
yeah,
the other day I was playing like again the day that I got it and I was just like trying to mess around with it. I played some Mario Kart. I was playing something else. What the hell was it? I want to say like Revenge of Shinobi. Like,
in the Sega thing,
yeah, I think that was one that I was playing.
Kid Chameleon's
Uh,
in there.
oh yeah, dude, the Battle Toads are in there. Like,
Yeah,
bro,
right.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I'll just go back and play the old school shit. You know what I mean? Like,
I think Comic Zone is in there too.
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude, I could get lost in there. Sometimes I'll take it to up to Brandy's or something. Once in a while, we'll sit here and I'll put it on. And like there are Switch games I'd love to play with her eventually because like what our Joy Cons and stuff.
yeah,
But then like we'll sit here and there's sometimes where I just want to run it back with her and have like just play 2 player and play like Super Mario Brothers 3. You know
yeah.
what I mean? But then all of a sudden I got her into Requiem so bad that she was like watching it like faithfully. She would sit there and try reading her book and bro, no bullshit. She'd be like this. And then something would happen with a cutscene, and she'd put the book down and go like this and start watching the television. And then I'd get somewhere and I'd be like, I can call it a night. See, this is where my life is now, because I believe gamers get such a bad rap that, you know, we don't we tune out our boyfriends or girlfriends, and yeah, all the hateful shit that we get. First of all, that is our peace. That is our one thing that we just need to have. And get yourself, I guess, like a gamer wife, somebody that sits there and goes, "Oh no, don't. Let's see what happens after this." And I'm like, "Shut the fuck up. Let's go." Like I was like, "Let's go. I'm in." But then I'd be like, "Dude, we have to stop it here." That's how it
That's why.
became.
That's another reason I stuck with the Switch instead of always getting a PS5 was because again, like it's nice. Yes, there are times when you want to play, TV full screen, but for me, like I don't know. Again, I haven't put Resident Evil on it yet. I have a feeling that's going to be one I'm gonna want to put full screen at some point. Like I'm not gonna
Yeah,
want to play the whole thing on the handheld, but that the option of having the handheld makes like it just makes things easier because if Donna's watching a show or doing something and I'm like, I don't, I'm not interested in it, I can just grab the Switch and just sit here and play while, you know what I mean? Like,
sure.
if I wanted to play PlayStation, I'm like, babe, I need the TV. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, I
Yeah.
have to take over the whole living room and,
Well,
you
that's
know,
what I was thinking about that around Christmas time. So, um, this past Christmas they have this. I don't know if the box has it. I don't know if Xbox has it. So if anybody has one, feel free to let me know. But PlayStation has like this remote player, and it's
mm,
almost like the screen equivalency of like a Switch One. And then on
mm,
the side, it has like your buttons and shit like that, very similar to a Switch. And they had it for $179, and that was on sale around the holidays. And I thought about it, and I thought about it, and then I was like, man, no, I wanted to get the holidays done, obviously,
yeah,
but now it's back up to $200. And then the more I keep thinking about it, I'm like, no, because I that the core system itself is $500.
mm,
So putting another two, it's $700 into a system.
yeah,
As the Switch is $250, or in this case with a Switch 2, it's 500. So it's almost the same thing.
yeah.
But
Well,
you
yeah,
can you can take it off. You don't need an accessory on top
no,
of it.
no. And that was the thing too. Like, I didn't get rid of our Switch One. Like, I actually kind of was like, well, here, Donna, like, you can have this one. Like, because Jane has her own. We bought her the Switch Lite when she went to college
Right.
because she doesn't have a TV in her room. Like if she watches TV or movies, she watches it on her Surface tablet.
Yeah.
Um, and then I was like, but if you want to play games or something, like let's. So that was like kind of like one of her like going off to college presents. Her graduation present. Like we bought her the Switch Lite, so she has a Switch. And then I don't claim that the Switch was mine, but again, like obviously I'm like the gamer in the house. So it was like, yes, I was the one that was always using it. But I was like, I'm not gonna trade it in. Like, I mean, yeah, I could. I don't know how much they're getting for
I
Switch.
was like, and what, bro? Get pennies on a dollar? Because you know how the
But that's what
trading
I mean.
system
Like,
is anymore.
maybe get enough to buy another game or something dumb. But like, so
Yeah.
that's like, you know what? Let's just hold on to it. There's nothing wrong with it, you know.
No.
And that and Donna does have some games that her and Jane played. Like they play some of like the Lego games and stuff.
Sure.
So I was just like, yeah, I was like, just keep it. You can play it. Like if I'm sitting here playing the Switch and you want to grab the other Switch and play that one, like
Yeah.
I don't, you know what I mean? Like it is
And
what it is.
there could be a spot where you're playing Resident Evil Requiem, and say if Donna's not really into it, then she can grab the other Switch.
Yeah. And I told her like we could put it up in the bedroom on that TV if she wanted to, but
Yeah,
I
that
guess
way at least that's I love that the fact I love the docking system for the Switch.
yeah. And this dock is obviously it's a little bigger. I feel like the new dock is easier to slot. Like it just like because like I felt like the other one, I felt like I was fishing a little bit to try and get it lined up. Like I don't feel like
Oh
I was
yeah.
because that little prong like stuck up out of the base. This one, it's the connection's a little different. I mean, it's the same connection, but the way they built it is a little. I feel like it's just smoother and easier to get in. I don't have to worry about breaking anything.
Yeah. That's the only part
And
is
that
like
was, you know what, one of the other cool things, because you know how on the original Switch, the controllers you slide them down in,
yeah.
like they slid in. These ones don't. They're magnetized. They just pop on and off.
That's great because I have a son that used to break Joy Cons.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you,
It.
Amazon, for cheap Joy Cons. I'm just saying.
I know. They just. I mean, you still have to hit the little trigger button on the back to release the magnet, but it just pops right off. You don't have to slide anything up or down like the other one in a track.
Right. But
And
then
these
I'm sure
controllers,
that
I feel like they're rounded a little bit more. Like the shape of this is a little more rounded, so I feel like the it's a little easier to hold, and the trigger buttons I feel like are easier to get to. So,
I'm sure that like eventually you'll have cradles, kind of like you've seen the one I've had for Xander, where
mhm,
it slides in and the controllers are built into it.
yeah,
And then there's like mine, actually, like this.
yeah,
Because don't get me wrong, don't get me wrong, and I'm just please calm down, America and the world. But like I kind of find it like without them, like just the
mhm,
little things in my hands and the freedom, that's cool, but it fucks me up. Like I'll
yeah.
sit here and I'll be doing like I'm free, you know what I mean? But it's like there's nothing here. So I'm just dilly dallying
I obviously this one comes with the Joy-Con holder, like the controller thing.
in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, I haven't taken my controllers off yet. Again, I've been mainly playing it handheld. But like if again, like if I put Resident Evil on the TV and I'm gonna sit and play Resident Evil, there's no way I'm sitting there with a Joy-Con in each hand playing Resident Evil. Like that's gonna fuck me up so bad.
You're gonna end up throwing one of them fucking Joy Cons and you're like, fuck, I broke my TV.
Like it's not even that. It's just like I would just feel like I wouldn't like I'd be like trying to shoot something like aim my gun and I'd be fucking pointing at a ceiling and like my guy would be like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
Leon be
next thing you know, you got eaten and fucked up. You're like,
yeah.
oh, damn it.
So I would need to connect it to that to the holder
Yeah.
to
See,
make
but
it a
like,
like to make it feel like an actual controller.
I wonder if there's like a speaker inside your controller.
Uh, I don't know.
I don't know. Because that's where mine was, my experience might be a little bit different. So people that have it on like the probably the Xbox or PlayStation 5, like when you're playing it, like obviously you can hear the rain. Like there's like the beginning where she's walking in the rain. And I was
Mm,
like, damn, that's really accurate. It was my controller making the sound of the rain.
mm.
I was like, I just thought, damn, my hearing came back, or like I'm getting better. And then you'd hear her shivering and shit through the controller, and I was like, okay, fucking Christ, because it was giving me
Yeah,
anxiety with this bitch.
I don't know because I haven't used the the controller connector thing. I don't know what the fuck it's called. The
Yeah,
Joy-Con holder.
it's the
Like I have
it's the Joy-Con connector, motherfucking thing.
it's the that fucking thing in my bobber. Um,
That freaking thing with the clickety clack clues, like yeah, you know, that
start
thing would be
talking
like
like
click
that
click.
all
I
of a
don't
sudden.
know.
I don't know because I haven't used it because again, like the only things I've played handheld. So obviously the handheld has speakers. So it's like I
Yeah,
don't know. I don't know. I mentioned your dad. I had to say, uh, I obviously watched Pat McAfee today, and
I think our
they
fans know by now, are fans of the show.
they better know. I
They
fucking
know.
watch it every day, all
They
day.
fucking know, bro. They know.
Um, so they went down the whole World Baseball Classic thing and the whole like we needed Italy to win last night. So he managed to get um, the guy that hit the the home runs in the game last night from Team Italy on the show, and he was like, "So what's the vibes like? What's it like post game?" And the guy was like, "Well, we're going out for the gabagool and we're having pasta dinners every night after the game. We're drinking wine." And Pat was like, "Just a wine, nothing else." And he was like, "Well, with a little sambuca in there." And I was like, "Oh, motherfucker!" Like, I know a guy. I know a guy.
My dad's at the fucking baseball thing, just randomly there. Is that just some Polish guy with the Italians? I already know who that guy is.
Listen, this is how bad it was. I told Mike last night. I said I'm gonna be that asshole, and he goes, "What do you mean?" And I said, "Well, like me and John were like Mike was finishing up eating dinner or whatever when we got there, so we were just sitting around bullshitting before we left for bowling, and I looked at John and I was like, "Hey, that site you get your jerseys from?" He goes, "Yeah." And I was like, "See if they got Italian jerseys." He goes, "Okay." He looks, he goes, "They do." And I was like, "I want a certain player and a certain player only." And he goes, "I know where you're headed. I'm looking. Yes, they have it." And I was like, "Order me one." He was like, "Got you." And then I went online. I was like, "They have the fucking Team Italy fucking baseball classic hat. Ordering one." And I'm like, "I'm not even fucking Italian." And
I was just gonna say you're not even Italian.
I'm gonna have to do one of those 23 and me things and pray to God I got like a half of
A
a percent of the
speckle,
town. I was like, I've hung a
just so I
town
could be like,
around.
just so you could be like, I knew it.
I mean, like, I could be Italian by association. I've hung around enough of them all my fucking life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
We
feel you.
fucking grew up partially in Bloomfield. Like, that's
Yeah,
Italian
right. Shout
city.
out Bloomfield.
But I was like, fucking right. I want me. But it was just like, I, I told the guys, I was like, listen, for one, I don't think anybody's paying attention to Team Italy because they're not like projected to win, but they're undefeated. Like they haven't lost a game.
Well, I know it's cliche, but them Italians know how to swing a bat.
And that's the thing. So when he had that guy when, when he had that guy
No
on,
shade, no shade. I love me some mob movies and I love Italians, so don't even.
well, no, listen. So when he had that guy on, he was like, he goes, I have to say that out of all of the teams, you guys are the represent your country the best. Like the fact that they have a fucking espresso machine on the bench,
Yeah, they
like
ain't fucking playing no games, bro.
like everybody else got Gatorade containers and water containers. They got a fucking
They have an
espresso
espresso
machine.
machine.
He was like, he goes, we all agreed that when the team came together and they all met and everything in like their training camp preparing for this tournament, he was like, we all agreed that we were going to be the most Italians you would ever meet. He goes, that's why you see us on the bench. We're talking with our hands and we're doing all the slang and we're doing everything that an Italian would do. He goes, we're drinking the espresso. We go out for pasta and Italian dinners after the game. We drink wine. Like we're doing everything that the Italians
The
would
Italians
do.
would do.
And I'm like, I love it. Like I
Yeah,
like
right?
fucking like how could you not like
Yeah, right? Get it in.
I'm like this is just I was like it's kind of hilarious. Do I really think they're going to win the whole thing? No, probably not, but like I mean, I'm still rooting for Team USA here, but like if I had to root for a second team, fuck it, I'm going with the Italians. Like
I mean, worst case scenario, they're gonna go down swinging. That's another bat fucking Italian pun.
well,
Come
that's what the
on,
guy
bro.
Pat asked him. He goes, I do have to say, you guys have the most proper names for again the team and what country into representing. Like the guy he interviewed was Vinny Pascatelli, and he was like, he goes, I don't know how many Vinnies you guys got on the fucking team. And they made the comment about organized crime. There was something that came up, and somebody was like, yeah, they know how to. Oh, cheating. There was something about cheating. And he was like, well, if anybody's going to fucking cheat, it's going to be the Italians.
I mean, I got nothing because I'm like, I've watched too many mob movies in my life.
I mean, I just
So,
watched Good the other day.
right. And that reminds me of like, that the wedding scene, Peter and Polly. There were so
Yeah.
many Peter and Polly's, like, yeah, or this is Vinny. Like, yeah, dude.
He just sat there collecting fucking envelopes of money.
Envelopes and she's wigging the fuck out. It's
Yeah.
great.
He's like, we're good. Ain't nobody touching anything around here. He
Yeah,
was
nobody's
like,
gonna touch it. Like, come on, what?
I was like,
Dude,
yeah, but no, but they're being coached by I don't know because I know you don't really follow baseball a
mm-mm.
ton, but their coach is Francisco Cervelli, who was a former Pirates catcher.
Yeah,
Who
yeah, I know who that is.
I liked him when he was on the Pirates. Like I thought he was a decent guy and catcher and everything. So I was like, that makes so that's whose jersey I ordered. I
I
got a
mean,
I got an Italian jersey coming with Cervelli on the back and a fucking blue Italian hat with the American
hey, I
Spurs
mean,
hat.
like worst case scenario, you could wear it to a Pirates game.
I know that's what I'm saying. Like that's yeah.
To me, it's a win-win. That's how I feel.
Well, that's why we ordered. So John ordered everybody a USA one. He was like, I can get USA jerseys. Everybody want one. So we all ordered USA jerseys, and that was the first. I was like, Paul Skeens. I want a fucking Paul Skeens USA jersey because yes, I can wear it repping Team USA, but I can also rep it at a Pirate game.
But now you have two.
That too.
I mean, win-win.
Everybody's gonna think I'm Italian. And I just start talking with my hands and saying
That's it.
gabagool.
Start talking with your hands and keep it flimsy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Keep it flimsy.
cappuccino espresso. Like
Wonder in my life, that sounds like somebody that I date.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
You know.
Yeah,
You know.
I'm
Oh
just.
God. Yeah, you
But
made
like,
me think of like damn, you just made me think of pro wrestling though when you were talking about the old school games.
mm,
I was thinking about that. Like I was like, man, no wonder I knew pro wrestling's on there, but I was like, man, I want to switch to. I'm like, get it. That's what I'm talking about.
yeah. Did you see, talk about wrestling and video games? Did you see that thing that's going around Instagram? The dad that built, so his son plays the WWE game, but his dad, but he also has like the action figures because he's like a younger kid, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, whatever. So his dad built him a full blown, um, like like a WWE entrance, like with the ramp and everything and the
Oh,
stage.
yeah, yeah, I did.
But he's able to set it up in front of the kids' TV so that whenever the kids playing the game, the TV turns into like the jumbotron with like the entrance
That's
graphics and everything on
hard.
it. And I was like, I mean, that was a lot of work, but yeah, that was pretty cool. Like,
Yeah, but like that, it's so worth it. I
yeah,
mean,
it was a pretty
yeah,
good
I
concept.
yeah, I would definitely be in on that for sure. Some of that shit just too time consuming for me because I'm like,
Oh
man,
yeah,
I
this,
don't.
this I mean this dad was out there literally cutting the two by this was like made out of 2x4s and wood. Like this wasn't like no cheesy cardboard shit. Like he went full bore on this thing and like was out there
Yeah,
forever.
he
And
went
I
in
was like,
full dad mode. He was like, I'm gonna show
"Damn,
you how
dude."
this is done.
Like he was painting it so that it matched and like I was like
Yeah, no thanks, man. I mean,
putting like fucking battery twinkly lights in it so that it lit up and everything.
I mean, I get it, you know, to make a kid feel good and all that. Like, I'm all for it. Like when I got done with Xander's spare room and all the lights and shit and sounds and all that stuff, like I told him, dude, I would kill to have a game room like this. Like, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? I was like, you have a 70-inch television.
Hmm.
You know what I would kill for it? You know how much I would just go nuts if I had a 70-inch television
Yeah.
back in the day? And I'm playing like Killer Instinct or like fucking NHL 94. Yeah, that's how old I am. Like on a
Yeah.
big ass television? Yeah, no. And I was like,
No.
plus you're lucky. I was like, you have like your Xbox, your PlayStation 4, you could take your Switch in there and hook it up some way. I'm like, man, I wish I could go between three different fucking consoles. You
Yeah.
know? I'm thinking you don't know the life you have.
No. Don't gotta blow in games.
Yeah, don't gotta blow in games. You got a fucking nice little captain's chair. You know what I mean? You have like different lights on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Must
Neck
be
don't hurt
nice.
because you're propped up crooked trying to play the fuck look at the TV. Like
Yeah. You don't gotta be your dad over here in this chair trying to play Resident Evil, go like, all right, hold on. Then I had to get
mhm.
myself adjusted like three times. Yeah. Mm, Must be nice, boy. Hmm.
Yeah.
Spoiled little shit, but I love him.
Talking about wrestling, I saw the thing. You liked it. I don't know if you reposted it or not, but I know you liked it. There was that whole theory thing with CM Punk and the Vision and the Shield.
Yes, I did. I did.
I was like, I kind of I want to see that happen. Like
I mean,
I know it's far fetched, but like shit, that would be interesting.
That would be wild to have this Shield against the Vision,
Yeah,
and the
and
way
like you
that
said,
was
and then
all
like
broken down.
Punk turn and everything. I'll tell you what, man. I don't know if you've done it yet. I know me and you have done nothing but talk about it since the chamber. I cannot get enough of Danhausen just in general. Like I don't care what
We talked
SmackDown
about this
or
at the chamber. So, sidebar is Eric and I pretty much knew that Danhausen was going to come to the chamber. It's where we're getting into the wrestling thing. So, you already knew we are going to go video games
yeah,
because the title of this episode, I'm going to call it Video Games in WWE. So, if you don't like it, you don't have to watch anymore of the WWE part. But we were calling it that that could possibly be him. And like the tribal chief, aka Scotty K, told me that's gonna be him. He shows up. He shows up to booze from the crowd, and because they didn't really, I'd imagine most of those people did not know who the fuck he is. We did. And then here you and I are biting off like scenarios like, oh, this could be great. And then I remember Mike Levy was texting me, shout out Mike, about like him with Mr. Iguana. And we were talking about him with The Miz and him and R
yeah.
Truth. And first things first, did not see Dirty Dom being the first one. I
To
didn't.
get cursed.
I didn't. And then all of a sudden I was like, I liked it. That was great. His
Yeah.
whole segment with the Judgment Day was fucking hilarious. And then you
He
text
goes
me.
to JD. He's like, yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know.
right? And then that's when you text me. You were like, "Dude, this is great." And then I watched it, and I was like, "Dude, this is really gonna work." Then you start to hear the crowd get a little excited,
Yeah,
and then when he goes on SmackDown, I was fucking ready for him. And
yeah.
then when I saw him with the Miz, I almost was gonna blow you up because I was like, "There's one."
That's
And
what
then
because
when
he
he
was like,
did
they're
it,
gonna. He was like,
dude,
he goes. I love being a mentor and a leader in the locker room. I have a guy just for you, and I'm like, yes, like that's
yep.
what we wanted.
Dude, and when he was like, it's the must see superstar, the Miz. And then he puts his three fingers out. I was like, what is happening here? You have two other fingers. And then he was like, the best is when the Miz was like, I'm not gonna train some goth kid that can't go to the dance or whatever. And the best was Danhausen's reply. He was like, goth kid, I was the prom queen, I was the prom king. Like
Yeah.
I was like,
No,
dude,
the fact that he's still carrying around the wet paper with his
yes,
notes.
yes. And then
He
he
when he
he, he demanded the
Adam
finger point.
like he was like, why is this wet? And he was like, fell in the toilet. He was like, what?
Yeah, and then he's like, "Oh God, dude, I think we're building to our truth."
But so here's the thing. Did I I didn't before because again I wasn't like a huge AEW fan where he was at prior to this, but like now that he's on WWE and he's popping up in my algorithm more, I started following him on Instagram.
Yeah,
That was one of the best things I could have ever have done. Like I'm so pissed that I didn't do it before because like the shit that he is like he finally got his finger point photo with Triple H.
yep. I was like, "Yes,
And then the whole thing with the PT Cruiser, like, dude, he was on what's his name's on his podcast.
not so Sam."
Yeah, he was on there and he was like, "Yeah, I got to get me a PT Cruiser." And he was like, "A PT Cruiser?" He was like, "Yeah, they're like jet fast." I
Yeah,
was like, "What?"
he's like, "They're jet fast." He was like, "You don't want like a Corvette or something?" No, no,
Yeah. And then he was talking about the briefcase. He
the
was like, "Yeah, I'm
Money
gonna
in
go
the
cash
Bank
that in."
briefcase.
She was like, "What's her name?" Was like, "I hate to break it to you, but there's no money in there." He goes, "Yeah, there is. It's called the money in the bank."
She
She
was,
was
he
like, "In
was
the
like,
contract." He goes, "Yeah, for money." I was like,
he said it's a contract. I just take it to the bank. Big payday, big payday.
I was like, this dude, and he was like, "I need my parade." I was like,
Dude, and then
this,
what did he want? A nautical submarine or something?
no blimp. He wanted a blimp.
The blimp? I was
Yeah,
like, dude, this dude's fucking killing me. Like, now that, I mean, like, I'm not talking shit on AEW,
yeah,
but like, AEW is its own competition and whatnot. But when you come to like the show, when you come to the big one, dude, he's fucking swinging for the fences.
Yeah.
Like coming right out. And now when he was throwing away did you see when he was throwing out the t-shirts?
He was like shirt boy. I was
Yeah,
like,
shirt boy. And then all of a sudden, did you see when he threw like one dude like six shirts?
he had the whole stack. I was like, I was hoping that when he threw them, they kind of like spread, like
No,
fanned
dude,
out
it was just
across.
like a ball.
And he even said he was like, "Well, that guy got all." Like,
Yeah, no, it was Michael Cole. Michael Cole was like, that dude got like six shirts. He was like, well,
dude,
that dude has all of them.
when he debuted at Chamber and he gave Michael Cole the jar his jar of teeth, and then fucking uh, what's his name? Um, oh my God, who was with them at the Chamber? I keep want to say Graves, but it wasn't. It was the Englishman. What's his name?
Wade Barrett.
Wade Barrett. He was like, "Whoa, that's your first set of dentures."
Dude,
I was like,
it's been so great. How about when he was at the merch table and the dude's like, he's like, can I get a John Cena shirt? And the fucking Danhausen's
"Oh,
like, no.
yeah." He was.
He was like,
He
you
kept
get a
giving him.
Danhausen shirt.
He kept giving him Danhausen shirts. He goes, "You look like a medium. You're a medium," and that guy was not a fucking
No, no,
medium.
not even close. You look like a medium. And then he was like coming over here, and then he was like pointed to, I think it was Natty. Then he was talking shit on Punk. And meanwhile, him and Punk are like low key best friends.
Yeah.
And then he,
Did you see him give Punk that shirt in the hotel room?
yes,
The
yes,
shirt of
dude.
Punk and Bret Hart, and then Danhausen was hugging AJ.
AJ Lee?
I was like, he was like, "I can't wear this there." He goes, "Yes, you can." He was like, "I don't think Triple H is going to approve of the shirt." He goes, "I already talked to him. It's cool." I was like, "What the fuck?" This guy, he goes, this guy on Instagram, it just, again, like Danhausen stuff's just popping up in my feed now. This guy created a Danhausen shirt and he said, WWE, I'm giving you full permission to, like, I want you to create this shirt. Like, I I'm not asking you to buy the design from me or anything. Like, I am freely giving it to you. He took Jay's Yeet shirt, and instead of it saying Yeet, it says teeth.
Dude, that's great.
And on the back, like uh where the Jay's little J with the palm tree, like his little
Yeah,
personal logo is, there was just a single tooth, just a single
really.
tooth back there.
I'd be
And it was
down.
black it was the original, it was black with that like baby blue
Oh, really?
original colors. It was in that color and it was in the tribal lettering and everything.
That'd be fucking great. Did you see him though, wearing the Yeet hat and all that?
Yeah,
And he has the sunglasses on. He's like Yeethausen. I was like, stop it, bro.
I know.
Stop
I
it.
was like, I'm still waiting for my shirt. It's still on pre-order.
Yeah, but you could have got six of them if you were at that event and he threw them right
I
at you.
They have fucking in Indianapolis or something.
Yeah, I was like, dude, holy shit. But
I was
like,
like, that was just too good. I was like, I can't. Like he's just and I want more. Like I don't feel like I'm not getting enough Danhausen on these shows. Like
right.
we
And
need to get him in the ring. Like we need, on top of that, we need him wrestling because I mean he is a really good wrestler.
yeah.
But like, sorry, my dog's gonna bark in a minute.
Okay.
But like they just like we need him to get we need some in ring Danhausen. Like
Yeah. He, I don't know. It's only getting better because now the crowd's popping.
yeah, now they're
Like,
realizing what he's all about, what his gimmick is.
yeah. And then I'm
Like
just saying, it's going to happen. Him and
yeah.
Truth are bound to happen. And
I
I'm
mean,
all for it.
him and the Miz. Somebody else already created a thing online, like an image that was um Danhausen's, like his face, like his shirt with his face on it. It was him, and then they took Miz and like AI'd Miz's face in the makeup, and it was called
Yeah,
Mizhausen.
I'd get
I'm like,
that.
I was like, yeah. I mean, Miz is known to, when he teams up with these guys, they always have like the combine. He always does a combined name.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, Mizhausen works. I was like, that would be fun. If they
It,
could get Miz in the makeup, dude, that would be hilarious.
dude. I'm still, I'm all for it. I would like when Mike said Mr. Iguana, I would die if he showed up on like Triple A.
Oh yeah.
Like
Um, I think
I'd be
he'll
for
start.
that
I
too.
think we might see him down in NXT. You know what I mean? Like he's gonna be popping around.
Yeah, just all around. Like when he called Adam Pierce fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin.
He goes, good disguise. I like it.
Yeah, he was like, I get it. This the glasses, Adam Pierce. Like,
Yeah.
dude, that was
I think
very
his interaction with Adam Pierce, I feel, was a little bit more comedic than it was with
Aldous.
Aldis. Yeah, like Aldis was good, but it wasn't as like
It wasn't as good as Pierce, dude. With Pierce, it
no,
was
and
fucking
then the and
fun.
then the Pierce thing led right into the Judgment Day, which was
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I'm for it, man. I when he
dude, and how
popped out
about
at
Finn
St.
was like, yeah, dude, Vanhausen, like Finn was all like, I know this guy, like he's really cool, like, and the rest of them are like, who the fuck is this guy? And like you said, he
Right. He's
cursed.
like, give him a chance. He's new. And then all of a sudden it's like, well, now you lost the Intercontinental title. Shouldn't have
Was
talked
it? I
shit.
don't know if you were talking about it or if it was me and Mike or John. I don't remember who I was talking to it with, but they said whoever it was like, again, this might have been you. Like, what if Danhausen answers Brock Lesnar's call, like his open challenge? like
Dude.
Brock Lesnar Danhausen at WrestleMania and he curses him.
And that's it. That's
That's
it.
it.
He curses
That, that
Lesnar.
that's how Lesnar retires.
Dude, it wasn't me. So if it was one of them, that's
Yeah,
fucking
that had to have
crazy.
been one of the. It was Mike or John. I think it
But
was
dude,
Mike.
I
Like,
I'd die. I would be like,
dude,
dude,
like Lesnar comes out one of the like in the next like closer to WrestleMania. You know what I mean? Like because he keeps coming out on some of the shows and just
yeah.
promoting the open challenge, and then yeah, just fucking Dan or Danhausen like curses the Miz and like mind like hypnotizes him that he has Miz answer the fucking open challenge.
The challenge.
And then Miz is like finally like comes to in the middle of the ring with Brock Lesnar. He's like, "What the fuck?" And he was
Yeah,
like,
right? Be like,
"You said you'd fight him."
yeah, and then next thing you know, he takes a fucking F5 and like 9 suplexes. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
fine.
like, that would be fucking awesome.
I
So I don't
mean,
know.
I still think it's gonna be Obafemi.
Yeah, because they keep having they had him in that the him and Rusev match wasn't too bad.
No, dude, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think Rusev's one of those guys that like he plays that tough guy, angry character or whatever.
Yeah,
But I know, I feel like backstage locker room, like he's such a vet. He's been around for a long time,
a
and I
grip.
think that he's one of those guys that like these newer up and comers could go to. Like he doesn't mind taking like that. Like he didn't mind taking a bump for Oba just to put him over and help. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
so,
I
it's
could,
like
I could, I could see it, dude. Because I was like, I've been watching like you watch McAfee. I watch a lot of Chris Van Vliet.
yeah,
So when he has somebody on there, like he's had Rusev on there just recently. Um, who else? I watch No Contest Wrestling too, the
uh huh,
O'Shea Jackson Jr. one, and
yeah,
I forget the gentleman's name from the Rich Eisen show, but like I watched both of them, and like, dude, he had one with Obafemi, and that was good. He had then Obafemi was on No Contest. They just had Penta on there, and you know I love Penta, so I had to watch
yeah.
that one too. But yeah, like who the fuck was just on? Fuck, somebody not was it John Morrison was just on. So
Oh,
that's the latest. That wasn't bad. Like apparently he had to shave his head because there was like a hair versus hair match, and he
oh,
lost. And he looks like pretty good with a fucking bald head. Like I was like,
I saw an image of him with the bald head.
yeah, I was like, interesting. Very,
Yeah,
very, very interesting. But yeah, I like, dude, I'm all for Mania. Like I thought Mania was gonna be like,
dude,
because it's not
listen,
in Vegas.
this fucking Punk Roman shit is
Dude, it's getting wild.
and like, oh, he was like, "Don't worry, you won't be alone. I'm gonna bury you next to your father." I was like, "Motherfucker!" Like,
I
and then the
instantly
Usos
thought,
were
who
like,
the fuck wrote that? Like,
"Usos are like, apologize." He's like, "No, apologize."
dude,
Nope.
the way when Jay gets that scrunchy
Yeah,
face, dude, I think that's when I love Jay Uso the most because he'd be like, "Come on, bruh." I'm like, "Come on, Uso." I was like, "You know, y'all talking to CM Punk, right? Like, it ain't
yeah.
gonna happen."
And he's like,
Then you
"Okay,
think,
I apologize. I apologize for the way fucking Roman treated." Like, I was like, "Oh shit!" Like,
yeah,
I told Donna this because she was watching it. I don't. She didn't see the Roman Punk interaction last week, like, well, 2 weeks ago, I guess now. But she did watch this one, and I told her I was like, they Trips had to have been like, listen, this is open rank, like this is open game. Like you guys go out there and just cut each other down. No one can get mad. No one can get pissed. Like, but say the most fucked up shit that you could think of.
right,
Like that's the only way that this is working. Unless there is that real hatred and backstage they're beating the shit out of each other, but there's no way that this is going the way it is without there being some type of like truce that
yeah,
okay, we're gonna go out there and say some fucked up shit, but once we're off the mics, it's all good. You know what I mean?
yeah, like
Like
we're all right. But I
because
don't know,
they're
man.
saying some fucked up shit.
Because behind the scenes, like even like Zilla, who's not in WWE, he's like, man, when I see CM Punk, I'm swinging. I was
Yeah,
like, bro, wait, hey, you know, right? We know, you know, right? Like somebody wrote that, right? Like,
yeah.
come on, get
I
it
don't feel
together.
like I don't feel like this part. Yeah, like the whole them two meeting and the way it's happening was planned. But as far as them going out there on these Monday nights and just cutting each other down, I'm thinking that that's just go. They're just
They're
freestyling
just
out
going
there.
from it, like shooting
They're
from the
just
hip.
yeah, like it's just again, Trips is just like just go feed off each other and just go do what you got to do. He's like, yeah, we just brought you back to sell some fucking t-shirts, hype up the Chicago crowd, sell some seats. He was
He
like,
was like to make the fucking 30, 40-year-old virgins excited. I was like,
yeah,
dude, this is I was glued to it. Like, yeah, like keep it going.
dude. And then that's whenever then he went to walk away, and CM Punk grabbed his arm. And I was like, oh
Yeah.
shit.
When he
And
was like,
that's
you
when he was like, I'm gonna fucking bury you like you're next to your
I'm gonna
dad. And
bury you next to your father.
I was
God
like,
damn.
what?
I was like, as soon as when he was like, you ain't gonna disrespect me, I was like, yo, this might be a shoot, bro. They might
And
start
then
just
and then the whole
banging.
thing too, where he keeps referring to like he keeps throwing back the shield, like I brought you in. Me and Heyman, if it wasn't for me, you guys wouldn't. And Roman's like, no, you would
Yeah,
like they
but he's
don't
right. Roman's right though. He brought the other two. Roman wasn't originally supposed to be part.
know. So it was like they both. I'm like, this is good entertainment right here. Like this is what
Yeah,
I came for.
yeah, right. That was me. I was like, this is a good reason to stay up. I'm cool. I'm all right with
And
that.
I think it's bullshit that they took the title off of McIntyre. Like I'm not a huge McIntyre fan, but like the guy's been struggling to get a fucking title reign for how long,
Right.
and you take it off them because, from what I understand, they say that they're not selling enough seats for Mania.
Yeah, well, don't make the fucking ticket prices so astronomical.
Well, that's a problem for one, but like they just they said that the Drew Orton match they didn't think was a big enough card,
I think that's a draw,
so they
you
did
know.
Cody and Orton because there's more of a backstory.
But we have quite a while to go.
I think that one. I think that title match is going to end up like a triple threat or fatal four way.
Yeah. Or if anything, I wouldn't be shocked if Orton wins. Like, honest to God,
I think yeah, one more time for him before, because I mean,
before it's done.
yeah, like I mean, yeah, he's still, but I mean, he said it himself a few times in some interviews. Like he doesn't know
I
how
mean, if
much
he
more.
has a match with Gunther, we already know where that's going.
Yeah, yeah, but that's the thing too. It's like okay, so now Drew's pissed he lost the title. He's gonna keep interfering in Cody's shit, and then you still got Jacob. So like that's where I'm thinking like fatal four way. You get Orton who won the right, and then Jacob and Drew keep interfering. So Aldis is just like fuck it,
Put them all in,
fatal four way.
right? Yada, I mean,
I'm surprised he didn't come out and fucking smack Punk yet.
dude, that's somebody said, yo, you think that's crazy? Don't have Punk go on SmackDown. Them MFTs gonna fuck him up.
Yeah. But he was like, but I'm cool with the Samoans. He's like, I used to fucking room with off like
Yeah, and then he was like, brought up Lance, and I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, all right, yeah, yeah. Till Roman comes like the following week, and he got like Larry's ashes and shit or something real devious. I'll be like, bro, stop
I
it.
know. I'm just like, this is just nuts. But like I said,
Yeah,
it's been enjoyable. And then I got Danhausen. Like we got some
yeah.
serious shit. Then we got Danhausen.
The shit's wild, man. I'm fucking all for it, my man.
Yeah, because it
Yeah,
was getting a little stale there for a little bit.
little bit, and then like the PLEs weren't getting that entertaining for me. Like it was
No.
like, you know what I mean? But I
There
guess,
was a few that we didn't even get together for.
yeah, like the World Rumble was all right.
Yeah, it wasn't.
You know what I mean? The
Yeah.
Chamber was okay. Like I don't know. And then I got Mania as the weekend of Brandy's birthday. I was like, you're Danhausen, bro. You're cursed. That because that's gonna always be that weekend. That's what they're going to do. I
Well, I think
mean,
the other thing though too is they also base it around like because I think they try to watch when the Easter holiday falls in April, and I think because Easter fell is falling early this year, it's like the first weekend in April. They were
yeah.
able to they they had to do it later. I don't know.
I mean, we'll
What?
just have to wait and see.
Yeah, she lucks out again.
Right? Yeah, lucky bitch. But before we go, I gotta go. I'm going to Dark Side this weekend. Did you see what he has?
Yeah, um the Funkos.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I
I
saw it on
saw
the
that
thing.
shit and I instantly messaged him and I was like, dude, save me them because I'm coming. I am going
Yeah,
to be there this weekend. And if anybody has from here followed Tim or Dark Side Collectibles on any social media, still use the codes promo code Darkside and get 10% off your order. They in person, more likely if you online, and I've showed Kim this plenty of times, plenty of stuff is there, especially some of the illustrations I have from Death by Color, and
yeah,
a remarkable selection of horror and some other kind of like pop culture kind of stuff.
I
So,
saw you.
dude, I'm telling you, as soon as I saw them, I was like, I'm fucking going.
Oh,
I
yeah, I
will
saw
fucking
that.
be there.
He had it up on was it Instagram or whatever? Well, he has it on
Yeah,
everything, but
I
that's
know.
where I
And
saw
then,
them. I was like, oh, he got the new ones.
yeah, right. And then I felt bad because some jackass, dickass motherfucker
Oh,
stole from his fucking shop. Yo, if you're stupid enough to steal from a place that literally has fucking cameras everywhere. By the way, this weekend there's like a tattoo expo at his place. So if you're in the mood and you're in the Plum area, go
yeah, it's
check
nice.
out Dark Side Collectibles because they're gonna be having a tattoo expo there. But back to that. Who the fuck? Like seriously, and it's probably something stupid. Like they stole one of the refrigerator magnets or whatever. It doesn't matter. Like he's a local fucking business trying to make fucking make do.
Yeah,
And his place is dope. I love his fucking place.
yeah,
You know what I mean? He's just a fucking good man trying to make an honest fucking living and sell dope ass shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's always so. As I always say, there's always one that ruins it for everybody else.
Yeah. Don't ruin it. I love going there. It's like seriously. Tell me, Tim. Tell me who the fuck it was. I'll knock on the door.
I will up there with my Italian gear on. We'll do it.
That's it, man. For real. I was like, I just let me get my Funko first, bro, and then tell me who it
Yeah,
is. Yeah,
Hmm.
because that Chase one's gonna fucking sell quick. That's for sure.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, fuck that, man. But still, that sucks, man. I just feel bad for Tim and his family, his wife, and that. Yeah, like
yeah.
don't do that shit, man. Don't be a dick. I
Don't
don't got
be a
time for people being. Don't be Richards.
don't be them.
Don't be them. All right, little PSA for y'all. Don't be Richards out there, okay? You ain't got it. You ain't fucking got it. Okay.
That's right.
Anyway, we'll check y'all out next week. That's Big E. I'm the Big Show. Be ready because we're dropping snacks, the snack time. Be ready. We're traveling to France. I hope I
Oui,
love.
oui. Bonjour.
We. It ain't Italians, bro.
But I took French. I know French.
So you'll be able to pick up on some of the things that I can't pronounce in the snack time episode.
I'll translate in the comment section.
There you go. Appreciate it. All right, we'll check y'all later. Bye.